What up, Houston Texans fans?
Hello.
¿Qué
A
pasó?
loss, but we're learning from it.
It wasn't a bad loss.
True.
Can't be too mad at it.
I'm not. I think me and Zach said it. We were just chilling. We're not mad at the loss.
Nah.
It's a learning season. It's a rebuild season, and clearly there's a lot of fans that don't know what the word rebuild means. Um, there
Yeah,
was a lot.
we lost yesterday by a point, and again, I'm seeing people saying we should sell the team.
Yeah, that's dumb.
To
There's
who?
people saying that people need to be
Exactly.
fired, that Slovic needs to be fired, that D'Amico needs to stop getting out coached, and of course,
That JJ Watt would have been a better option as a coach.
yeah, like I try to
Well,
ignore most of those because they're
I
just
ignore all of them. I don't give a fuck what they say.
Yeah, you did.
D'Amico and Slowick did cost us that game yesterday, though. I ain't gonna lie.
no, they did. They got out coached on a lot of shit, but
What wasn't that? Is you have to you don't know your errors until you fucking make them.
Yeah.
Like D'Amico came in, yes, it was abundantly obvious to me. He came in what we all said: stop Bijan and make Ritter beat you. But guess what? Ritter fucking beat you. It's
Yep.
just the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
at home, I mean, he hasn't lost there. You went into their stadium. That is a legit stadium. And it was a good. I mean, it wasn't a good game to watch. If it was a lot of mistakes, a lot of field goals, field goals, field goals, field goals. But at the end of the day, 21-19, it's not bad. You were in the game. CJ did what you wanted him to do. He took your team down the field, and he got your team in a scoring position, scored, and it was up to your defense. I mean, barring
I don't
injury,
even I don't even hate what the defense did. You realize they ran 74 plays on their defense yesterday?
I know. Yeah.
That's a shit ton. That's like a game and a half for some people.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, they need to stop trying to run the ball, and they just need to let CJ sling it more." And I'm like, if you don't have a run game, this is what happens. And I mean, D'Amico said it at best. He goes, "It's not on our O line fully." He goes, "It's on some of our running backs." He goes, "The holes were there, but if you don't get them."
But then why does fucking Pierce running the ball so much? Why isn't Singletary getting 10, 12 carries? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I wondered.
it's because my guess is he's your investment, but at the end we see other teams where they're like, I know you're my investment, but if somebody else is going to run the ball better than you, that's on you, dog.
Yeah,
And
that's like the Lions.
Lions, Steelers,
Yeah.
Minnesota. I mean,
Yeah.
who's going to bring production? Because at some point accountability is going to play a part, and the running game has been terrible. And as this O line starts to get healthy, that's kind of inexcusable at this point. Like,
The fact that they kept CJ on his feet again, I ain't trying to hear a fucking thing about the O line. Not a damn thing.
0 penalties.
Zero.
0 sacks again.
You know how many fucking penalties our defensive line had? 4. We had 4 offsides. 4. That's ridiculous. That's them using our aggression against us. That swarm to the ball shit, I fucking love it. But that's what happens when you don't control it.
Yeah.
And I always hear people when they're like, "Oh, dude, there's no like moral victories," but there is stuff to be learned in losses, and I'd rather you get those learning strategies now, to where, like you said, that aggression that they did. Hey, you can watch film on that and be like, "This is what we need to change. This is what we have to do."
Yep. And I mean, looking at it yesterday, CJ had 35 attempts, 20 completions for 249 yards with 1 touchdown, no picks, no sacks. Like,
Ooh, it got close though.
I know.
There was one. It was
I know, but still.
But I get people are mad. They're like, "Oh, I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the stats." They matter.
They do.
They matter when you're looking at who your investment is for the future.
Mm-hmm.
you have a guy and Anthony Richardson that's hurt again, and you have Bryce Young that has thrown I think like 8 interceptions already,
Yeah,
and he's making mental errors on his throws. I mean,
he's
they
been hurt.
matter. And I get it, you want the wins, but it's a team game. And individual stats will matter as your point guard of your team, your
I
quarterback.
don't even want to speak for D'Amico in this sense, but I'm pretty sure he don't give a fuck about that loss yesterday.
Oh,
Because
No.
if Stingley and Stevie and Shaq were there, we would have fucking played man press coverage on those fucking receivers and got out of that bullshit zone, and we would have been able to stop them on third down. Because I guarantee you, if you go back and look at the numbers, our third down defense yesterday was just as bad as it was against the Colts. That's what that game reminded me of. But we couldn't get out of that because he didn't trust the corners to play man coverage enough. So he was shredding us in the gaps. And it just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
The thing with me is the injuries have stacked up.
Mhm.
We're like being realistic. The O line came back, but your defense is now on that getting hit with it. I think we have like 4 cornerbacks out.
Yes.
So
Like our 4 best ones?
yeah, our 4 best cornerbacks out. So it's like, as a fan, I realize that their game is now being changed because I can't expect you to do what this guy does. You're not that player. I didn't
Mhm.
expect you to be that player. I expected you for special teams. I expected you for practice. Like, so at the end of the day, as a fan, we have to get real with the expectations of what this season's going to be, barring injuries, barring young players. A young staff, a new staff. Like, be realistic. Like, it could have been a lot worse. You could have been 0-21.
Yeah.
You were in the game
It
pretty
just
much.
pisses me off. We literally did nothing with those 2 turnovers.
No.
I mean, you got a field goal off one, but that's only because we got it at the 30. But 3 plays, give it back. They already had a lead. Next one, 3 and out. It's like you didn't do shit with that ball.
Yeah.
We need Hassan Ridgeway back, bro. That's who we need back. You need pressure up the middle because we could not generate pressure yesterday. Christian Harris wasn't there. I can't remember them really blitzing a linebacker. Ridgeway's going to push that fucking center in that quarterback's lap, and people to that don't mean shit, but that means everything when you're playing quarterback to have your center standing in front of you.
Mhm.
And Kirk Heinrich was pissing me off yesterday. Sheldon Rankins pissed me off yesterday. And Malik Collins did good, though. I ain't gonna lie. Couldn't run the ball his way. Terminator balled the fuck out yesterday.
He's doing
How
his
did
thing.
you how did you feel about your boy Dalton Schultz yesterday?
I don't feel any kind of way. What do you want me to feel?
I mean, he got a touchdown and he had 7 receptions.
Yeah, but at the detriment of what?
Yeah, I know.
That Collins and them couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was trying to bring the topic into, because I was gonna say I think the wide receivers were kind of absent altogether almost yesterday.
Pretty much once Tank Dell went out with concussion,
Yeah.
they didn't really do shit.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people commenting yesterday saying that Tank Dell sucked because they didn't even know that he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. But where was Nico? Where was Robert Woods?
Well, Robert Woods
I
had
remember Mechie playing one play. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
So
Nico had 3 receptions for 39 yards. Like,
Well, Tank went out with the concussion, and then Robert Woods had a rib injury, and he had to go get checked.
yeah,
And I'm not saying that fucking Dalton Schultz took their shit away. Dalton Schultz pass blocking is how those guys get open.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a direct correlation there. For me, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. It's what it is.
At some point, though, more people are going to have to step up because it's kind of pathetic that people are putting the loss on CJ. People are putting the loss on just the defense. Look at the numbers. It's 73 times. Like, come on, that's a ridiculous amount. That means your offense didn't do nothing.
Yep.
And
you had a fucking lead within the last 2 minutes of the game. What more do you want? Like, CJ couldn't. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the end of the day, on to the New Orleans.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like we said, I'm not mad about it because I think, it's like you're saying, all you can do is learn from this.
It's a young
Hopefully.
quarterback.
Yeah, hopefully, but
Like Slowick, if I was standing around him the other day, I ain't gonna lie, to booted him in the ass one time. It's like, what the fuck are you doing running a flea flicker? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ran the ball on fucking first and second down when we were in the red zone, and then we ended up kicking a field. Like, don't do that shit. Pass the ball there. I'd have booted him one time, stomped on his toe or something.
Like, we've seen this before, bro. I don't want to see this anymore.
Pretty much.
I mean,
it's all good though.
Yeah, all in all, I mean, the players, they're not happy with the loss, but they pretty much are like, hey, what are we going to learn from this? How are we going to move forward from this? I mean, at the end of the day, we'll know more when the injury report comes out, what our team looks like heading to New Orleans game. But all in all, for this game here, I'm not mad about it. It's a learning process. Go watch some film. Go figure out what you need to do. And just keep the grind up. I mean,
get healthy. That's what we need. We need Christian Harris back too, because Denzel Perryman, I did not like seeing him on the field. I really didn't.
Yeah, that was Christian Harris. Come back, please. Yeah. We miss you.
You don't need to worry about that concussion. You're young, bro.
Ooh.
I need him in Tank back.
I don't know about that.
All right. If you made it to this point, it's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be okay. All right. Make sure you like, subscribe down below.
With their head, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Make sure you comment any questions, any comments you have about it, any agreements, disagreements. Be on the lookout for our next video. Of course, we'll be doing our breakdown of Texans versus Saints once the injury reports come out and all that fun stuff. Other than that, you can always find us here. You can find us on our Facebook. But we're out of here, Houston. Much love. Later.
Deuce.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.